My name is George Powell, and I've been dieting since I was, 23 years old, 22 years old. I bought my first diet book, a nutrition book. That diet did not go well. It seemed to be really bad, hard on me. I didn't receive the information well, and it wasn't good information. What I have to tell you today is that nutrition and diet is important, and it's what you depend on. It's your lifeline, and being on the wrong diet can be really bad and dangerous. So if you're overweight, you really need to do your research and learn what you need to learn. And it's an elephant. It's like trying to eat an elephant or walk a long distance, and it all starts with the first bite of the elephant or the first step in a long trek. But it's a lot of material to cover. A lot of information is wrong, and so forth and so on. Right now I'm trying basically a version of my own low carb diet. I'm trying 2 meals a day, but really 1 meal just lunch, maybe a snack for breakfast. Low carb, no carb, low carb snack, maybe a little peanut butter or something for breakfast, or a tomato, who knows, if I'm really hungry, to get me over that, and maybe coffee with a little cream that has a little bit of carbs in it. And then for lunch, I might eat lunch at noon, I might eat at 1, I might eat at 2. I'll have a low carb lunch. Then maybe for dinner I might eat a few carbs. I try not to eat any serious carbohydrates until about 5 o'clock. I'm having a little bit of success with that. I'm also doing semaglutides. Rybelsus. Found that 14 milligrams was not working for me. It was too much. It caused my stomach to be upset. My bowels weren't working right. And I wasn't losing weight at 14 milligrams. I did better at 7 milligrams. So I'm back on 7 and starting to realign everything, set everything back set. And I find that dieting along with the semaglutide seems to work pretty good. But I was on some medication that made me gain a lot of weight. I got up to 550 pounds, and I'm working on it. I'm down 50 pounds. I did that with some semaglutides, but also with some serious dieting. I didn't eat any carbs. I was worried about diabetes. I was diagnosed with diabetes, and it was a serious stressor, so I just cut carbs completely out of my diet. And I lost 50 pounds, and I've been able to keep it mostly off, a little bit of up and down, but I really need to keep it off. I need to work harder. I need to go harder and keep moving, and keep working on it. But I'm 55. I started dieting when I was 22, 23 years old, so I've been working on this for over 30 years. 33, 32 years, off and on, a lot of different diets. And I'll tell you, being on the wrong diet isn't going to work. And having somebody tell you it's your fault when you don't have the right information and everybody's giving you misinformation, because that's not your fault. Saying that you don't have willpower, this and that and the other thing, you don't need to blame yourself for any of this and take any of these people seriously. Lots of people have this problem, a weight problem, and you're not alone. So, keep working, keep doing what you can, keep strategizing. When I come up with the ultimate plan, when I come up with something that's really easy and effective, I've lost weight before. I've lost a lot of weight, but it wasn't something that I can effectively continue to do. It's too hard to to fight the pain of hunger and not eat. It's like somebody standing there with a whip, whipping you into eating. So it's really a slave to food. But I think low carb is the way to go. I think back in the day, years ago, they were really killing people with bad information concerning diet. They gave them bad information, and they were killing people. I think they were killing people with bad information on more than one thing than just diet. But diet was one of the things that they were misinforming people about and making them sicker and just killing people with it. And our medical institutions were doing it to people, and it was just all bad. And we're still working through all the stuff dealing with the diet and so forth and so on. So yeah, I have my own version of low carb. I've tried keto and various diets, Atkins and other diets. Now I'm doing this. I think diets that try to get you to throw out all your food all at once, try to get you to eat whatever it is they want you to eat is kind of a mistake. I think you should try to get onto a diet slowly and not throw out all your food. Because all you do is you throw out your food, go on the diet, find out it's not working for you, throw out your new food that you bought for the diet, then buy your old food back, and you spend a lot of money and haven't accomplished much. So I think a better strategy is really to go on a diet slowly. Learn all you can, and it's an elephant. It's a huge thing to learn all the nutritional information that you probably need to have to be an effective dieter. But our bodies were not designed for this environment. Our taste buds, I mean, really, this no calorie sweetener my body tastes, and it thinks that this is basically sugar or something sweet and nutritious, and it's nothing. So, I mean, we are not equipped to deal with what's being thrown at us. So we have to reason and engineer our nutrition based on what we know about diet and nutrition. And we know a lot of things, but we don't know everything. And some things that people think they know really aren't true. They're just lies and ineffective and will make you sicker rather than healthier. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. I'm hoping to help people. I'm hoping to get over this and get through this. I'm hoping to lose all my weight and be downright skinny. I'm hoping to lose enough weight to go back to work and eventually lose enough weight to be downright skinny. And when I do, and I figure all this out, I'm going to post videos on how I did it. And, I'm looking for the best way to do that. And I know the best way to do it isn't going to be something that's just all willpower. And I know that already, that low carb diets are easier to go on than, say, low fat diets or low calorie diets. I think, anyway. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm doing I think this is how you should start on a low carb diet. You should throw out your carbs in the morning, get rid of them, and try that for a few days, and then continue to reduce your carbohydrates during lunch, and maybe even get rid of breakfast altogether. Low carb diets help you fast and go longer without eating. And in time, the amount of food, you want to shrink the amount of food. It's not really a free-for-all on fat and proteins. It's a way to cut back on the total calories that you consume by fasting and eating smaller meals. And you're not trying to replace all of your calories that you were eating before with just fats and proteins. You're throwing out your carbs and really not replacing them. That's how you lose weight, because the carbohydrates that you were taking in that was making you heavy, if you throw them out, you should be in a caloric deficit and begin losing weight. So really it should be a diet that actually saves you money, because you're not spending the excess money on carbohydrates. Although carbohydrates are cheap, you should still be saving money because you're eating less food. Your protein intake should be pretty good, but not so much that you're turning protein into carbs, into glucose. Your body will do that if you eat enough of it. So yeah, so that's kind of how that works. But yeah, it's a complicated thing. A lot of people exploit people like us, try to get us to buy things or what have you, for, because it's easy to do. They tell us, this is the easiest diet in the world, this is going to work, and this is going to work, and this is going to work. And we buy the stuff, the books, the lies. We buy this, we buy that, we buy the Slim Fast. And it doesn't work, and we have to try something different. And we bang our heads and blame ourselves that it doesn't work. And it was just something that was ineffective to begin with, just misinformation, everything. So yeah, that's where I'm at now. So when I'm more successful, I'm going to get back and make some more videos on how I'm doing everything and how I'm being successful at it. I think I'm on the right track. I'm losing a little bit of weight every day now. Not for too long, because it's been just a short time since I've readjusted medication and started back dieting again. Because it's 14 milligrams semaglutide. I didn't diet too hard, and I was actually gaining weight on semaglutides, which really shouldn't be happening, but that's what was happening. So I'm back on the 7, and I hope everything works out, and I'll get back with you as I learn more and accomplish more, and tell you what's working for me, and maybe what's not and what hasn't. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.